Everyone, today we're going to learn how to upload a regular event on the Circle K calendar as well as a recurring event. So the first thing you want to do is go to mcirclek.org, go to the calendar tab, and log in if you're not already logged in. So I'm already logged in here. And then you'll be on the calendar page, which lists all our events. So before we upload an event together today, let's look at an example already on here. So let's go to SOS Food Distribution. And as you can see, there's a lot of information here that tells you about the project. So if we look at the description right here, you can see that it included a little mission statement about what SOS does. It includes volunteer tasks, and it also has this little blurb that says questions, comments, email the site leader. You can see that it also says the event type, so you know this is a service project. You know the start and end time, where you're meeting, and the location. So this is all important info that should always be included when you upload a project. So now let's upload one together. So let's say you're on the children's committee and you're in contact with an elementary school that wants you to bring volunteers to an after-school tutoring program. And the contact tells you to come in on January 11th from 4 to 6 p.m., let's say. So the first thing you want to do is scroll down to January 11th and click this Add Event button. You'll be taken to this page. So simply put, you need to fill out all this information and click Submit. However, there's a lot of little tidbits that we should go over together. So the first thing you want to do is put in the event name. So this is Elementary After School Tutoring. Alright, and then there's this project drop-down menu. So if you're uploading a common project that Circle K does, it might be in this drop-down menu. However, if it's not, that's okay. You can just leave this part blank. So for start and end time, this is important because travel time should always be included in the start and end time. So this could be whether you're walking there or driving there. So you'll just want to go to Google Maps and see how far away the project location is. So let's say that this project requires driving and it's about 10 minutes away. So since the contact told you to bring volunteers from 4 to 6 p.m., you'll want to do 3:50 p.m. to 6:10 p.m. Alright, and then the location is the address of the elementary school. So let's say it's 222 Street, Ann Arbor. Okay, and then the meeting place is where all the volunteers meet before they drive to the project together. So you'll introduce yourselves and meet each other. So let's say you're meeting at the Cube by the Union, which is a common place for Circle K events to meet. So this project, yes, does need a driver. And then for service events, you'll always want to include your unique name. And then once people have signed up for this event, you can ask one of them to site lead if you're not personally going to the project. Alright, and then you'll just want to change your unique name for their unique name. The community partner name is the elementary school you're working with. So let's say it's Angel Elementary. Alright, and then in the description, just like we saw with the example project we looked at the beginning of this video, you'll first want to include a mission statement. And then you'll want to include volunteer tasks. And then it's important to note that you do not need to include the questions, comments section. So that's in the website script, so it'll automatically be in there for you once you click submit, and it'll include you as a site leader until you change it to someone else. Alright, so for event primary type, we're uploading a service project, so you'll want to click service. But if you're uploading a fundraiser or a PR event, just click the one that corresponds. Alright, for event secondary type, your chair will let you know if you need to include this. If they didn't tell you anything, then you can just leave it blank. For the committee, so we're pretending that we're on the children's committee, so click children's. And then for max number of signups, so this is a little bit tricky. So if the project requires a driver and the contact told you to bring 5 people, then you're going to want to cap this at 4 for now. That's because if you capped it at 5 and 5 people signed up and none of them can drive, then you need to find a different person who can drive to the project and ask one of the people who already signed up to drop out because you can't fit 6 people into a car. So keep this at 4 as a precaution. So once 4 people have signed up and one of them is a driver, then you can change the cap to 5 and have another person sign up. If that's a little confusing, please ask your chair about it. For supplies, this is if the contact told you to bring supplies, so let's say you're raking leaves and they told you to bring rakes, then you want to put rakes here. But if they didn't tell you to bring anything, then leave it blank. Lastly is event image. So this is really important. Please always include an image. Either find one online of the elementary school or some other fun picture. It might already be here if it's a common project we do. If it's not, then just find one and upload it. Alright, and then you'll want to click Submit, and you'll be taken to this page. So the project's been uploaded successfully and it's pending. So your chair is responsible for opening up the project on the calendar in order for it to show up to everyone. So that's it. That's how you upload a regular event on the Circle K calendar. Next, so let's say that the elementary school told you to bring volunteers every Wednesday for the next 2 months. So you don't want to go through this process every time. So instead you want to upload a recurring event. So to do this, go to this button right here and click Add Recurring Event, and you'll be taken to this page. So in order to upload a recurring event, it needs to be on this project drop-down menu. So if it's not, you need to reach out to your chair and ask them to upload it. I currently have access to do that, but only your chair will. So once it's here, you can add it as a recurring event, and you need to click the start time. So let's say the contact told you to bring volunteers from January 10th to February 7th. Okay, and then you'll need to fill in all the regular info. Again, please include travel time into here, and always upload up image, and all the other stuff is the same. Alright, and then you just click Create Events, and they'll all show up on the calendar. Your chair, again, is going to need to open them up in order for people to see them on the calendar. Alright, that's it. So then that is how you upload a regular event and a recurring event on the Circle K calendar. If you have any other questions, reach out to your chair and I'm sure they can answer them.